Have you ever wondered why today you can travel between cities in just a few hours, while only a few centuries ago, such a journey took weeks? Isn't it fascinating that once people farmed entirely by hand, but now giant machines can do the work of hundreds in just a few hours? And have you ever asked yourself why the Industrial Revolution, even after 200 years, is still shaping our lives every single day? The Industrial Revolution, in its simplest definition, was the great transformation that carried humanity from agriculture and handcrafting to factories and machine production. This was not just a technological breakthrough, it was a turning point that forever changed how people lived, worked, built cities, and even how they related to one another. No other period in human history has influenced every aspect of life as deeply as this one. The story begins in the late 18th century in England. A society defined by green farms, manual labor, and local markets suddenly faced a shortage of coal and a rapidly growing population. The need for faster and larger scale production became urgent. Around this time, James Watt perfected the steam engine, an invention that became the symbol of the Industrial Revolution. This engine gave new life to factories and made mass production possible. Yet the story didn't end there. Inventions kept coming. The spinning jenny multiplied textile output, so much so that England earned the title the workshop of the world. Railways and steam locomotives cut travel time between cities to mere hours. Imagine this. Before, transporting 1 ton of goods by horse and cart could take weeks, but by the mid-19th century, the same load reached its destination in days. In the same era, iron production jumped from about 25,000 tons in 1720 to more than 2 million tons by 1850, an astonishing leap for its time. But the Industrial Revolution was not confined to factories alone. Cities grew at breathtaking speed. London, Manchester, and Liverpool multiplied their populations in less than half a century. In 1800, London had about 1 million inhabitants. By 1850, it had swelled to more than 2.5 million. This urban explosion came directly from new factories and job opportunities. Yet the cost was high. Workers, including children, often labored up to 14 hours a day for meager pay. The gap between wealthy factory owners and struggling workers gave rise to the first labor movements and unions. As the 19th century progressed, a second wave of the Industrial Revolution arrived. Electricity entered the scene, and inventions like Edison's light bulb and Bell's telephone lit up and connected the world. Steel replaced iron, making skyscrapers and massive bridges possible. The United States and Germany joined the race, and the world itself was reshaped. If at the start of the century only a handful of nations were industrial, by the end of it the globe had become a web of industrial powers driving a global economy. Of course, progress had its darker sides. Pollution, crowded cities, and class inequality all grew alongside prosperity. In 19th century Manchester, factory smoke was so dense that the sky always looked gray. In poor neighborhoods, diseases spread quickly. Yet out of these hardships came social reforms and labor laws, gradually improving living conditions. Today, the legacy of the Industrial Revolution is everywhere in our daily lives. When you take a high-speed train, when products are mass-produced in factories, or even when you switch on the light in your room, all of these trace back to that transformation of the 18th century. Without it, much of our world would still rely on traditional farming. Even today's digital technologies are part of the same story of speed and mass production. It's as if the steam engine once shook hands with the internet and artificial intelligence. But one big question remains. Just as the steam engine reshaped yesterday's world, will artificial intelligence and robots transform the world of tomorrow in a completely new way? Is history about to repeat itself? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments and join the conversation about humanity's next great revolution.